I want to sit here and talk about some shit that people are not necessarily like ready to hear. So, I mean, if you faint of heart, get the fuck out. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not here to cope. I'm not here to lie. I'm here to be honest about the MyTeam process because I want the game to be a better game, right? The problem with this game is that people are accustomed to having the game be a certain way, and they complain, but they don't know that this is what they actually want or what they're asking for. If that sounds confusing, then this is what I mean. People want this game to be cheaper. It's too expensive. Like, and 2K is clearly out of their mind. But what if I tell you the 2K community wants the game to be expensive, right? It doesn't make any sense because everybody wants it to be different. But what if I told you that the 2K community was asking for it to be expensive? I think that they are, right? With the players over profit situation, like what we realized ended up happening is people didn't actually want to make a stand for something. If they did, what these guys were doing, and I'll talk about it, like with these creators, a lot of them just wanted better shit to buy instead of, and do not witch hunt anybody, you know what I'm saying? I highly disagree. I don't think that people should witch hunt, but what I think that we should be doing is taking into account and not glorify like spending on packs. I'll get to that though, right? So people wanted better things to buy. And that became evident as soon as everybody started like buying packs, etc., etc. I'm not gonna glorify anybody spending money. The problem is, and I don't wanna get sidetracked, right? I don't wanna get sidetracked. But the problem with opening packs, right, is you glorify, oh my God, I got this thing, right? And you're not telling anybody. But that's not the main problem. The main problem is when people buy packs, the market is active, right? How do you get cards to the market? You have to buy packs. I know that this is something that people are happy about, but I'm gonna go ahead and burst a bubble. The reason why this is like this is because people went and spent hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Well, not thousands because you're limited, right? You're limited in how much you can actually get if you open that Hall of Fame box. But when those Hall of Fame boxes dropped, there were plenty of people getting it clearly because Pink Diamond Wild Gems went down from like 600K for the most part, 500 or 600K like a week ago, to everything is like 100 or 200K right now, depending on what you're getting. So I say that like that sounds nice, but like I said, if people are investing into the game, right? Everybody's happy about the auction house. You being happy about the auction house. Oh my God. Like, you don't realize that all you're doing is like you're begging people with money to spend on the game so you can have a better experience. I realized mid-video that, yeah, people are using the auction house like it's the player market because of the convenience of the bigger guys that are spending on this. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure and get that thought out before I continue. This is a cycle that's just never gonna end. And people are gonna say that we need the auction house. We need the auction house. You're a bum. I don't care about you saying that we need the auction house because you can't see the bigger picture, but I can. I can see that the bigger picture is fucked because everybody just wants a better game by asking big guys to spend money instead of telling 2K to change their shit. Respectfully, I don't understand people that keeps on saying like, oh man, like I can't wait for the auction house to be better. I can't wait for the auction house to be better. There's a hierarchy on this game. You know what I mean? There is the spenders or the whales at the top. You got the menu sitters and snipers at like right under them, then the grinders right under them, and then the casuals, right? The whales, they're unaffected by anything that goes on in this game unless they go online. They go online for the most part, they do get shat on. And if you're a good guy that's a whale, then you just have an overwhelming advantage, right? Personally, I think that nobody should be, I honestly don't think that anyone should be having an advantage just purely over how much money you spend on the game. I think that's crazy.
29% of EA's entire revenue. And it works like this: you buy packs of virtual cards. You don't know what's in them, it's pure RNG, meaning it's using a random number generator, just like a slot machine. Then they used influencer marketing at a massive scale, advertising unrealistically impressive card pools to get everyone hooked. And suddenly, if you didn't do this, you would always be at a massive disadvantage compared to others who spent more on this.
People are even conditioned now to be like, oh, well, yeah, look, they're sitting here putting out their best cards in the game for free. Yeah, that's what a game is. This is just another one of those things that I don't understand, because 2K, like, in all reality, we're not buying these cards, we're renting them, because these cards have no value, and once the next game comes out, they put out another game and all the value on this game dies. Essentially the same way how if buying a game isn't owning a game, buying a player is not owning a player. You're just renting that player for that year. You know what I mean? You're just renting a player for that year so that you could be able to use it. Essentially, you don't own anything. Everything that you're doing is rented. So to glorify renting a player for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, I don't understand that. Sorry, I hit my mic. I don't understand that. You know what I mean? And the people that do understand it, maybe y'all can let me know in the comment section how you could mind fuck your way into making this make sense to me. But this makes no sense. Paying hundreds or even thousands of dollars to rent a player for a year. To rent? Like, pay to win games are never better than, like, pay to win games, as you can tell. Look at the landscape of gaming right now, bro.
$900 on a single character for a single item, with the added pressure that you know you will get it eventually if you just spend more money. It's just a classic case of the sunk cost fallacy, where someone resists abandoning a strategy because they're invested deeply into it.
It's being ruined. Like, if you look on gaming clips, bro, everything about loot boxes, like currently in EU, like they're trying to ban everything that has this kind of loot box system, which should tell you that, yo, gang, like this shit is fucked. Even countries outside of the US, I know this may sound a little political, I don't want to get too political, but even countries outside the US, they don't fuck with this shit anymore, bro. It leads to gambling issues. There are children that are out here spending thousands of dollars on their parents' account. There are people literally doing fraud just to be able to get cards. At some point, we have to sit here and say, yo, bro, this entire system needs a remodel, a revamp. Like, I don't like this broken system where everybody unknowingly is begging for the top spenders to spend on the game so that they could have a better experience. On top of that, the same people that are sitting on the game, right, doing that for a better experience, these guys want to be able to sit on the menu to make MT and tell you you shouldn't tell them how to play the game. Nigga, you're not playing it. Shut your bitch ass up. The fuck are you talking about? You should be able to sit on the menu. Like, you want people don't realize it. They don't realize it because they're so stuck in a cycle, and they've been brainwashed. I can't lie. Like, these are people that have been raised on gambling purposes, right? And a lot of these guys are gambling addicts. Is not gonna look like. After this, I hope that you guys can see what I'm talking about in people. The people that sit here and say, oh, well, they're not supposed to be giving the game up for, like, they're not supposed to be giving up the best players for free. Nigga, you paid for a game to only be able to access half of it. You're a retard. The fuck are you talking about? Like, what do you mean by they're not supposed to be putting out the best players? Let people grind for it. If you want to let people pay for it, then give us an accurate amount. 2K, MyTeam is the only place where somebody says, hey, I'm gonna give you a chance, like a less than 1% chance to get this thing that you really want, and it's $100. 2K MyTeam is the only place you'll pay for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is disgusting. It's the only place where niggas like will actively be like, nah, I'm doing that. The content creators, I'm gonna tell you what, if you're not Killzamoy, if you're not Killzamoy, you're not Henry, you're not Troyden, and you're not Cash, you're not making bread back off of your pack opening. Stop lying to viewers and saying that you're making the money back, because I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. There's no views on my team right now. You're lying. Stop telling people that you're making your money back off of this shit, because I could go and look at your channels and see that you got like 3,000 views on a pack pulling video. You're not making shit off that. Keep it in a bean. So the reality is, a lot of people are stuck in a gambling cycle that is really disgusting. But I'm not finna coddle niggas. I'm gonna sit here and say, yo, y'all niggas is gambling addicts. And respectfully, this is not something that we need in our game. Straight up and down. We don't need more gambling addicts on our shit telling us, oh my God, I just want to be able to open packs. I just want to be able to open packs. We need a revamp, a remodel, because clearly, first of all, we are the ones that put that put money into the game. If happy players spend more time and money on your game, what they should be doing is giving out like making niggas pay for skins on the game, make niggas pay for HUDs on the game. I just got the alien shit from hitting like the top rep, right? But what they could do is sit here and like make niggas pay for certain things, make niggas pay for a fireball, like, you know what I'm saying? Make niggas pay for HUDs, you know what I mean? Like those are things that people will pay for. It's not pay to win in the park from what I know, you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be pay to win here either. This shit is kind of disgusting, you know, kind of, just a bit. Like it's not just a bit, bro. This shit ass. This shit ass, bro. So with that being said, I don't like the game in a place where people don't realize that they're like their way for a better game. Like everybody gets super excited when the market crashes, but when the market crashes, you're happy because other people are spending money in order for you to have a better experience. And I just don't think that that is the way. I don't think that that's the way. You begging guys to spend thousands of dollars just so that you can go ahead and pick off the free scraps is disgusting, and glorifying even that kind of behavior. Even glorifying that kind of behavior makes you it makes you a hypocrite for anything that had to do with players over profits. You don't want this game to be better. You just want to be able to have more fun for the way that you play the game. And for me, I'm somebody that actually wants this game to be better. So I'm gonna advocate for people to never ever buy packs. I'm gonna unless you're spending MT, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna go ahead and spend like a gambler, then what I want you to do is be clear with how much money you spent every time you pull, because this is a gambling game for children. This is stake for kids. And I think that anytime that you guys are gambling, you should be telling people, if you're gonna share your wins, then share your losses too. Because you guys are getting kids and adults alike to sit here and look at your winnings and be like, oh my God, he just went and got this. Let me go try. You know what I'm saying? There's a system, right? And I saw this on a video just yesterday where they tried something with a rat, where like they gave a rat a lever. Back in the 1990s, and a Harvard psychologist when a rat pushed the lever down, he got some cheese. They tried it a second time, but he didn't get the cheese right away. Like he'd have to push it down maybe 2 or 3 times and then he'd get it. And then after, like, the more they tried it, the less they gave it to see its reaction. And after that, the lever, like the rat started pushing down the lever 100 times, 1,000 times until he got that cheese. They explained how that model works the same on any being, whether it be an animal, a bug, a human. It doesn't matter. You can get anything to gamble. And that tactic is what's being used on humans for this game.
Skinner said you could do this with any animal. He turned a pigeon into a pathological gambler in a demonstration. This is the mechanism behind every random loot box in every game you've ever played.
This shit is disgusting, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's deep to where a lot of people don't even realize what they're doing and what's going on. The auction house is also a form of gambling. I don't feel like I should have to entertain that when people, or explain that when people actively go out and raise the prices of different things, you know what I mean? Or they're hoping to make a profit off of a majority of things whenever like they know what card is coming out the next day. Like, this is gambling too. This is like stocks, but it's for kids, right? It's gambling, 100%. It's gambling. So it's gambling with packs, it's gambling in the auction house. People are not gonna like that shit, but it is. And I don't like this model. I don't think that this model is okay. Some people tried to make it seem like I was like a big opener, like in the best part of my career. 16 I didn't open, 15 I didn't open, 17 I did. A lot of it came from stream. But the game also wasn't like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, the game wasn't this right now. Like, we weren't in such a bad spot where sniping is so glorified that like it's extremely hard to be able to combat a sniper as a grinder because they make more MT than you. or a menu sitter. Like a menu sitter will glorify spending time on the menu and tell you, oh, you can't tell me how to play my game. Fuck up, dork. Like, I'm not listening to somebody tell niggas, oh, they should leave the game with an auction house because you like to sit on the fucking menu. What the hell? Just because you like to sit on a fucking menu. Like, shut your ass up, bro. You shouldn't have no input on the game. And personally, bro, I don't care who takes that as harsh. Get your bitch ass on, bro. Like, I fuck with niggas that play the game. I fuck with people that's not spending crazy money on the game. You know what I'm saying? Because, yo, bro, you're not feeding the nonsense and telling people that you want this game to be expensive. If you want, like, if you are glorifying at all, like, oh my God, people should be like, people are spending money on the auction house, whatever. Like, next year the game is gonna be like this because of you. Oh my God, the market's crashing. Like, the market is crashing because people are spending money. Thousands are spending money and spending $300 at a time for renting a player. Like, do we understand that these are not players that we keep? They tell you that you can purchase it, but like, you can, like, all you're doing is renting a card. The same way how they tell us right now that, like, when we buy a game, we're only licensing it, we're not owning it. It's the same thing with these players. We are renting these players, we don't own them. So take that into consideration. I'll see y'all niggas in the next video. It's probably gonna be a mellow gameplay. I'll see y'all soon. Let me know in the comments how y'all feel about what I said. Do you feel like the auction house is gambling? Do you agree with me when you feel like, do you agree with me and feel like we need to get a whole new system? Or do you feel like you like being one of those struggling guys that's waiting on big spenders to spend on the game so that you can benefit and, like, you know, pretty much dumpster dive in the auction house? If that's one of you guys, go ahead and leave a comment. I hope somebody berates you. I'm just kidding. But like, respectfully, go ahead and leave a comment. Let's talk about it. This is something that requires discussion, and a lot of people don't understand, because a lot of people think that this is the only way that the game should be. And I just think we're not the ones that make the game, they are. They should be creative enough to figure out, hey, yo, we need a better system. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and promote the player market right now. We know how I feel about it, but at the end of the day, whether you're player market or not, like, push come to shove, at the end of the day, like, we still need a better system. Even if we had the player market, some of this shit would still be too expensive, or some stuff would still be unattainable, right? Just as unattainable. So realistically, I don't want to get into that right now. It should just be about, ayo, like, we just need a better system in general. Either way, let's have the discussion. We'll talk soon.